All right, buckle up, folks, because today we're talking about the one, the only, D-Do the man, the myth, the train wreck. At this point, I genuinely believe D-Do is just a twisted AI experiment gone rogue. I mean, how else does a guy keep getting worse and still somehow managing to stay relevant? It's like watching a dumpster fire, but instead of putting it out, the fire gets bigger, and then it buys a Lambo. Yeah, you heard me right. This guy just keeps leveling up his awful in ways that are almost impressive. Let's dive into it, because oh boy, there's a lot. So, our boy D-Do, who I'm now convinced has a chaotic neutral alignment in real life, got banned from Kick. Again. That's right, kicked off of Kick. If this man were a video game character, his ability would be called Get Banned and it would have no cooldown timer. But honestly, this probably boosts his ego. I mean, the guy almost got banned from life at one point, so really what's a platform ban in comparison? Just another Tuesday. Now, you might remember D-Do's infamous car crash, right? Well, in typical D-Do fashion, the post-crash content was, let's say, spectacularly unhinged. I mean, you would think someone who nearly died in a car accident would take a moment to reflect, maybe show some gratitude for still breathing. But no, not D-Do. His big takeaway was basically, yeah, I almost died, but screw cars. At least I still have 2 Lambos. Yeah, buddy, that's the spirit. I'm sure your 2 Lambos will keep you company when everyone else is just trying to wrap their heads around your lack of basic human emotion. But wait, it gets better. Apparently after the crash, D-Do's mom, yes, his own mother, couldn't even stand to be around him. Imagine surviving a near-death experience and your mom's like, yeah, I'm out. Catch you never, that's gotta be a whole new level of insufferable.
Like, there's so much going on, like, no one understands. Everyone's so quick to put some shit on me on social media. No one's gone through what I gone through just now. Like, I literally almost died in a car accident.
But hey, let's not forget that D-Do's reaction after the crash wasn't just a one-off. Oh no, he decided to drop another video because what's a car crash without some top-tier damage control, right? In this video, he's out here trying to patch things up with his buddy Michael David, the guy he nearly killed. And how does he make up for almost ending this dude's life? With a brand new 300 horsepower supercharged jet ski.
The people from Broward Motorsports pulling up with a brand new 300 horsepower supercharged jet ski to surprise Michael David for everything I put him.
Because nothing says I'm sorry for almost turning you into roadkill like handing over a high-speed watercraft. Genius, right? Imagine Michael's thought process. Well, I almost died in a car crash, but now I get to go 70 mph on open water. Yay, D-Do might as well have said, hey, I nearly killed you in one high-speed vehicle, so here's another one. Have fun not dying. Honestly, what's next? A private plane with a sorry I crashed my car note attached?
Your new jet ski.
And wait, there's more. To really drive home what a great guy he is, D-Do even bragged about giving Michael 10 grand off camera. Like, wow, D, so generous because, you know, after nearly killing someone, what they really need is cash and a new toy that could also potentially kill them. At this point, the only thing D-Do hasn't given him is a lifetime supply of helmets and insurance. Oh, but let's not forget the cherry on top, D-Do whispering something into Michael's ear during the jet ski reveal. You just know it's not sweet nothings. Nah, that's the face of a man dropping some subtle threats. Probably something along the lines of, you better keep quiet about that crash, or next time the jet ski's coming for you. And if you think this is the end of D-Do's legal troubles, you'd be mistaken. Remember that time last year when one of his bodyguards decided to Hulk smash a random person? Yeah, turns out D-Do got sued for that too, because apparently hiring bodyguards who think they're in an action movie doesn't go over well in real life. And get this, his insurance company refuses to pay for the lawsuit. Honestly, at this point, you gotta wonder what D-Do's insurance application looks like. Occupation? Walking lawsuit magnet. I wish I could show you the video of that bodyguard moment, but YouTube has a zero-tolerance policy for full-on WWE reenactments on the streets of Hollywood. And honestly, can you blame them? D-Do's entourage looks like they were assembled from the Dark Souls character creation menu. These guys aren't just bodyguards, they're basically mini-bosses with HP bars. You step on a soda can, one of them could probably crush it with just their gaze. By now you'd think this story couldn't get any more ridiculous, but oh, it does. Enter D-Do's dad, because when you've screwed up so badly, what's the best move? Wheel out the parents for some good old-fashioned PR. In the jet ski video, D-Do's dad is out here defending his son, saying, most people think you were on your phone during the crash, but that's not true. Play the video back, and people will see they're wrong.
Most people think that you were on your phone and you weren't. You should play that whole video back and show people that they were wrong.
Yeah, everyone edited the clip. I wasn't on my phone. I wasn't texting anybody. Okay.
By now you'd think this story couldn't get any more ridiculous, but oh, it does. Enter Didu's dad, because when you've screwed up so badly, what's the best move? Wheel out the parents for some good old-fashioned PR. In the jet ski video, Didu's dad is out here defending his son, saying, "Most people think you were on your phone during the crash, but that's not true. Play the video back, and people will see they're wrong." Oh, come on, Didu, you couldn't just let it go, could you? First of all, the video is all over the internet. And second, even if the clip was edited, which sure, is possible, do we really need your dad here as the official spokesperson? The only thing missing is a PowerPoint presentation explaining how Didu is, in fact, a model citizen who just happens to have terrible luck with high-speed vehicles and common sense.
In this wild saga, Jack seems to be living on the edge, making choices that leave everyone baffled. Imagine he had promised his friend something like an exclusive OnlyFans session for the night, and that's what brought them to this moment. We're talking about a different level of recklessness here. And honestly, you might have expected this from him. The funniest part of this mess is that, even in the video, Jack himself looks like he knows no one is buying what he's selling. The footage is only a few minutes old, but Jack's just out there spinning his story. He acts like maybe, just maybe, if he times it right, he could sneak his way through the chaos without anyone noticing. But of course, in today's world, everything is online within seconds. The internet doesn't forget, and clearly, Jack isn't escaping this.
From like 5 or 10 minutes before that, and you're on navigation.
5-10 seconds.
The lies don't stop, though. If anything, they just keep growing like a snowball down a mountain, picking up speed, making everything worse as they go. People are outraged, especially because some think Jack didn't even check on his cameraman after the accident. Yet, the reality is they were sitting right next to each other. You could see they were both fine. But Jack being Jack, he had to make a show of it. In the video, he says, "The first thing I did was check on him, but of course, he had to add a sprinkle of ego to that. Yeah, I made sure he could still breathe so he could keep filming me. Priorities, right?" It's moments like these where you start to wonder if Jack will ever truly learn from his mistakes. He was inches away from potentially ending his own life or his friends', and if there had been another car in the next lane, who knows what kind of tragedy could have unfolded. The thought of him risking not just his own life but potentially others, maybe even an entire family, is chilling. But for Jack, introspection seems like a foreign concept. You'd think that a near-fatal car crash would cause some self-reflection, maybe force him to slow down. But nah, a few days later, he's right back to posting ridiculous content like nothing ever happened. It's almost like he's allergic to learning from his own mistakes. And what's even crazier, after the crash, Jack brags about how Lil Baby, the rapper, texted him to check if he was okay. Jack acted like this was the most exciting thing in the world, as if the fact that a celebrity acknowledged him was some kind of badge of honor. I had a meeting with McKinley and I was like, bro, this is like texting a girl back.
Lil Baby was texting me yesterday.
He was. That was so exciting. That was so insane.
The absurdity doesn't stop there. In the middle of all this chaos, Jack is still throwing money around like it's nothing. He ended up paying Lil Baby $200,000 to perform at his birthday party. The guy has more money than sense, and he's proving it every day. But where's this cash really coming from? Streaming? Nope. Turns out a good chunk of it is from OnlyFans, and he's not shy about promoting it. He's out here essentially acting like a modern-day pimp, managing a bunch of girls and paying them a salary. But when you start digging deeper into Jack's world, things start to get seriously creepy.
And take you skeet shooting. I thought we could do it off the back of a yacht.
I didn't even know. Is that legal?
Take this yacht incident, for example. Jack allegedly got a 17-year-old girl drunk on a yacht and had her sign a contract. Just hearing that should set off all kinds of alarms. But what's worse is that this story isn't an isolated incident. Multiple sources have come forward to echo similar allegations. One of the first times this came up was when someone who used to work with him, Matthew J., mentioned it. According to him, Jack met this young girl at a party, got her intoxicated, and somehow convinced her to sign a deal while on a yacht. It sounds insane, but apparently this isn't even the only questionable thing Jack's done on a yacht. Another source, a guy named Neon, also brought up the same story, adding that Jack has a bit of a pattern when it comes to pursuing younger girls. It's not just one person accusing him of this behavior, and that's what makes the whole situation even more disturbing. And yet, in spite of all of this, Jack is still out there living his reckless life, as if nothing matters but keeping his content rolling and his bank account stacked. If you enjoyed this wild ride, please hit that like button, subscribe for more chaos, and maybe one day, I'll get to hand out jet skis as apologies too. But for now, I'll settle for seeing you all in the next video. Peace.